Hey guys, it's me, Kelvin. Today I'm going to be doing a special review on all of these Star Wars The Clone Wars troopers. Okay, so first of all, I got these off of Hasbro Pulse. They were a very, very decent price for you to check out. But these are very good prices, ranging from around $13 to, I'd say, $24, without tax. So, basically, what I have here is I have the ARC Trooper Jessie from the Clone Wars, and then I have two 501st Clone Troopers. These go, if you're looking to get some troopers that are still out now, this is a pretty good batch to get for your just starting it out. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and open these, and I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so here's the main one that I got. This is Jessie, one of the commanders in the Clone Wars. So basically, I'm going to say that this is one of the best action figures that I've ever bought from Hasbro. Hasbro does a really good job with articulation and painting. This figure has a really good sized things, but yeah. I'm going to say that Hasbro also does a really good thing with their weapons and their hands and how their hands hold things. Basically, so he has the pistols, and right here this one is the long sniper, which, as you can see, is just an old original trilogy Star Wars sniper that's just upside down with another holster. And then next up we have just the original clone blaster. Just a very simple one, used in mostly all of the clone troopers, as seen in right here. This one's also with the 501st action figures. But let's get a closer detail at these. So let me just turn this spinner off here. By the way, this is a very good spinner. I think it's around $50, but it's a really good thing. I think it's on Amazon. Okay, so basically this figure is very, very detailed. I'm gonna see, since these new phones have a really bad time focusing all the time. Basically, here's what it looks like. Mainly, you can take the helmet off. It's and let's see this face print here. Very, very well. Very, very well done. As you can see, he looks like he's about to stare into your soul. But honestly, I like how he has this Republic tattoo on his head. And basically, he's very detailed, having the guns right here. And the chest plate right here is actually another part separate from it. So I guess you can take it off if you wanted to. And there's the regular 501st clone thing, but they just took the decal off. And now, right here is a little hole where you can put the guns inside of. Usually, probably just this pistol. It has a very nice backpack on the back. And it uses a sort of rubber. I don't really know how to call this, but sort of like a robe. Nice rubber robe with it's actually, this is part of it. It's painted there. The paint job's okay. But this guy's very posable. You can move the legs, feet, and all that kind of thing. But the only problem with my articulation with this figure is this kind of gets in the way of his legs being able to move. So that's a small problem, but can be easily fixed. So Hasbro, if you're watching this video, just try and fix that up, make it so this is more like a cloth, sort of, so I can, but overall, this is a very good figure. I'm going to put him in some nice and sweet poses real quick. So, yeah. I'll put some pictures in. Okay, so these are the 501st Legion clone troopers that I have now. I'm going to say that these are very good action figures. You can put them in some poses, but I will say this one is not as good as the Jessie ARC Trooper. I'm going to say the helmet is just way too oversized let's take a closer look at this real quick. I'll keep this one in the background for you guys to look at while I'm doing this. So, okay, so first of all, let's get to this. Let's get to the point. So, the articulation is okay. There aren't any double hinges, and a thing with the vintage collection things, the vintage collection troopers, is that they have a weird thing where their articulation points are very, very hard to move. But here we have the torso, which kind of moves left and right, and it kind of has a slight articulation point of being able to move like that. This is as far as it goes, by the way. The hand placement is a little bit weird. Usually with the right hand, it'll be able to move like this, but instead with the clone trooper, it kind of moves in a certain, vertical, horizontal way. But yeah, it doesn't work very well with that. So if you're trying to get your clone trooper to hold a gun, you might as well want to spend about 3 minutes doing it for one figure, because it actually took me 5 minutes to actually pose these guys. But anyways, to the helmet. The helmet is huge. I have no idea why Hasbro decided to make these gigantic. Let me just compare these two to each other. Do you see how much bigger this one is? This trooper helmet is very large, and for some reason it doesn't have the back a little bit. It's supposed to, right here on the back, it's supposed to be a little bit bigger. But honestly, if you have a bunch of these guys, like one or two, like two or more, you can't really see how irregular these guys look compared to it. So yes, you can take the helmet off. It's got a pretty good face design right there. I will say the printing is pretty good, and they did it really well with this figure and painting it on the right thing. There's just a couple problems with the hair, but anybody can ignore that. I mean, if you're 4, you're not really gonna care. But yeah, the helmet is a little bit too big. I do know that these 501st Legion clone troopers, and even in the movies, they just had really, really big helmets compared to the other troopers, but they weren't this big. I'll say that. They kind of look a lot better when they have stuff on them. But these were a good price, around $13.99 to get. And yes, this is one of the things. I don't know why his head is just like that. I don't think you're able to change it. But the painting right here is really good. So if you're doing some photography with these action figures, it's gonna look pretty nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go take some pictures and then I'll put them in the back. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So I hope you found this review helpful. And bye-bye.